Violet Night, I'm gonna fuck Santa Claus.
Whoa. Here we are. It's Christmas. And somebody wants to fuck Santa Claus. And
It's not somebody. Would you guys not fuck David Harbour as Santa Claus?
okay, I did have a moment in the movie because he was like stitching up his little stab wound at one point, and he had a dad bod, and I was just like, is this doing something to me?
And the answer is yes.
Am I attracted to this?
It is science that women prefer dad bods as they get closer to terties. They're like, that's my man. That's mine.
That's mine.
Is that your man?
That's mine.
Is that your man?
Yeah. Yeah. That's mine.
So I'm not saying
that
I would
was
like.
when we saw 2 feet. I kept doing that, and Dolly was like, "Stop!" Killed her every time.
You do it so good. It's just like Antonio and his like, huh? What? Okay.
Huh?
We all have a talent.
What? Okay.
That's his. Yours is that's mine. Mine's goat sounds.
Dolly, what's your talent?
Trick question. I don't have one. I'm the least talented person in this room.
You did a really good Alan Rickman impression this time last year.
Oh yeah, you
should
did.
Clip that in there right now.
I will.
Tell Carl.
What happened? I don't remember it.
But I feel like
Tell Carl that his brother's been murdered.
You
Well, you were there.
watched Die Hard?
It doesn't mean
Antonio
I
was
remember
like,
it.
"No, I wasn't."
Who are you?
Baby,
I'm here right now.
Baby.
I'm always right here.
Baby.
But I would not fuck David Harbour as a Santa Claus. I think I have Santa standards where I'm like,
You're wrong for that.
Not Santa man. No.
Did you say you have Santa standards?
Yeah. No Santas.
Huh.
No Santas entering here.
No Santas.
Anyway,
Would you fuck David Harbour though?
I didn't watch all of the Stranger Things, so I don't.
That's
Neither
not.
did I.
Oh.
That's not.
that doesn't matter. That's not the question at hand.
Sky, would you fuck Santa Claus?
David Harbour Santa Claus?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Antonio, would you fuck David Harbour Santa Claus?
I'm gonna get on
I
that
would not
naughty
fuck.
list.
You wouldn't fuck? That's surprising.
No.
Why?
No. I don't know.
Interesting.
Maybe I also have Santa Claus standards.
Maybe because you want to
Or
fuck Tim
standards.
Allen Santa Claus.
You stop that right now.
Mm.
Get out.
Start it off.
Me?
Yeah, you start up every episode.
You always start. The
It's
rest
been
of us
like
just
50 episodes.
Jesus, criminals, Christ.
Hey y'all, welcome to Sit Down Loser. We're watching a movie. My name's Sky.
I'm Sky.
I'm Sky.
I'm Sky too.
And I'm Sky.
We're all Sky.
And we're just 4 Skies who watch movies.
Okay.
And do you want
can
us to
keep
start
going.
with you for real, Dahlia?
Yeah. Hey y'all, welcome to Sit Down Loser. We're watching a movie. My name's Dahlia.
I'm Sky.
I'm Antonio.
And I'm Ketzel.
And we're just 4 Donut Time employees who watch movies that everyone else has watched, except one of us is a loser who hasn't. Today, we're watching a movie that was filmed only using 3 iPhone 5S smartphones. Tangerine, released in 2015, directed by Sean Baker. And today's loser is...
It's me.
Jester!
I get
Motherfucking donut time.
I get to find out Chester's namesake, and the loser is me. Who knew? We all
Shocker.
What's to say?
knew. What a surprise.
Truly shocked.
I didn't see it coming. Hi.
Y'all had it coming.
I need to know. I know why we picked this. It's because you guys want me to watch it, and that's really the only reason. You guys just added 4 extra reasons. You're like,
Technically,
This is all just a ruse. 4 other reasons covering up the fact that we just want you to see this movie.
Technically, it
Yeah.
is a Christmas movie. This movie takes place on Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm. It's a
And you know we love those technical ones.
Ooh.
We do be loving our
See, also-
technicalities.
Die Hard.
See Die Hard last year.
Yeah, we had a lot of chats about that, and at least I did in different conversations, not on the podcast. They're like, Die Hard ain't a Christmas movie, and I'm like, example, see Sit Down Loser podcast episode, Die Hard. It's a Christmas movie.
Cite yourself. Also,
Yippee-ki-yay.
I fully believe that Tangerine is a more stressful Christmas movie than Die Hard. So can't.
Oh
wait for
yes,
you to see that. You want
I
action?
was talking about. You want pacing? You want sound editing?
On an iPhone?
See, go
Tangerine is
further.
a masterclass.
Okay. I mean, I'm excited because, like, I like Christmas movies. I like watching stupid rom-coms. I like it. I'm glad we're watching a Christmas movie.
Oh, mommy, this is not a
Mommy.
rom-com.
I know
Mommy,
it's
mommy,
not
mommy,
a
mommy,
rom-com.
mommy.
I know it's not. That's why it's going to be very fun and atypical. This year is the year of fun atypical.
This is a drom-com.
Am I going to cry?
It is a rom-com.
Don't answer that question.
IDK.
What is another reason why we picked
So
this?
aside from that, it's featuring POC trans actors, which we love. Diversity for the win.
Yep.
Love that.
Katzel, what's our third reason right there? Can you read that out for me? Oh wait, you can't. Antonio, can
you
you please
can't
read that out
read.
for me?
Shut the fuck up. Let me. You know what?
James
I've been
Ransom,
practicing.
duh.
Arf.
Not the art.
How was it to see your practice just go out the window?
I had been doing a fucking speech to audio read aloud thing, and it's been ruined. James Ranson's in this, which was the reason we originally watched it, and we were absolutely blown away by the movie itself. We had heard of it because like it had gotten attention. We'd watch it for Jam Ramcom, and boy howdy, is there James Ranson
went-
in this?
Boy, howdy.
On a James Ranson day.
You know, it's just so funny because I remember you guys were like, Dahlia, you have to join this cult of Jam Ramcom. And I'm just like, who the fuck is Jam Ramcom?
You're like, no.
Unbeknownst to me, I had already seen a film with him in it, which was Sinister. And I was like, oh. And then y'all are like, you want to watch some more? You want to watch some more Jam Ramcoms?
Would you like to read some literature?
Would
We
you like
actually
to know
didn't
more?
ask you. We just
Would you like to know?
tied you down to a chair with your eyes like open.
Literally,
watch
I was
more
thinking
movies?
like
Like the
Clockwork
LASIK
Orange.
surgery?
Yeah.
It's like I was at gunpoint. I mean, this is like completing the trifecta of the holy trinity
Remember
of
the
Jam
square?
Ramcoms.
The Holy Trinity.
He
What is the Trinity?
Popo?
Please let me know the Father, the Son.
No, the
And-
Popo, the cowboy, and whatever he is in this.
I was about to say it, but I won't say it.
You better don't.
All right,
I won't.
we're gonna come back
We'll
to this.
come back
We're
to
gonna
that.
come
We
back to
Hold that
we gotta
thought.
go
Hold that
as
thought.
The Holy
the
Trinity.
Holy Trinity.
Um,
Who's Father, Son, and Holy Spirit at the end? I can't wait to find out. Tune in later.
It's also, like the cold open, or not cold open, but the opening said it's only shot using iPhones, which is so cool. Like,
I
it
am
gives
excited.
this movie a different feel. So that's pretty cool. An iPhone 5S, baby, that's an old phone.
Baby,
Girl, you
I
ever
had
seen one of
one.
those?
I had one.
I did too.
For like the longest time, dude.
It's crazy. So
I want to know
hey,
what
that
that's
goes
about.
to show. That goes to show anyone can make a film, babe. You just gotta put your mind to it. Anyone can cook.
Anybody can cook. You know what?
Raccacoonie? I know the one. The one with the raccoon.
Oh, I can't wait.
Raccacoonie.
Can they replace
Raccacoonie.
I know.
Remy with a raccoon? Remy the raccoon?
All right.
Anyway,
So, what do you know about this movie?
Definitely the holy trinity of Jam Ramcom. The iPhones thing. And I think, because I did hear you guys talk about this before we just talked about it right now, about the POC trans actors. And I think that's all I know. I guess I just found out about a donut shop. I think I remember seeing a scene with you guys 100 years ago in the before times. And you were like, hold up, let me show you this clip, though. and I think Jam Ramcom was in it. And now I'm starting to remember. Is he a drug dealer? I don't know. And I think that's about it. I don't know what happens. I feel like you guys have told me this before, but spectacularly, and I feel like I used to have a great memory, but now since I've aged, it's like, meh, I don't remember anything, so.
Since you've aged 2 years.
I sure
Oh my
have.
God. Guys. To be young and to have never seen this movie before again.
I wish I
there a
could
way?
watch this again. I wish I could watch this again.
I wish I
fresh.
could see it for the first time ever again. Is there a way? Do we have the technology?
We'll talk about the scene that really got us chaperonied.
Well, yeah,
The
we'll
one that
explain
just
our.
popped us off.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we'll talk about it
Wish.
after.
I wish I could do it again.
But let me go over these scores for all of us. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 96. Audiences gave it a 76, and then Google users gave it a 96 as well.
Oh.
So that's pretty high praise from
And this is
2 places.
This was
The hoi polloi are fools.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, yeah, high
so-
praise from viewers, so that's really good. I think the way that you guys talk about that, I kind of anticipated it. It's beloved.
Yeah.
I don't know about beloved so much as like, I don't know. How
You know-
what would you say? How do I feel?
I feel like everyone, because I watched a lot of like YouTube videos and stuff leading up to this just to like see the process of making the movie and like them talking about it. A lot of people really like this movie. I haven't really heard a bad thing about it. So like,
It's a critic's darling.
yeah. Yeah.
I thought, okay.
I like it.
Oh,
I can't wait to find out.
I feel like revered is a question, is like the word I would use. I don't know about beloved. Like everyone loves, like Anastasia is a beloved movie.
That's fair.
I don't know if like beloved would be the word.
It's a critically praised film.
Yeah. Critically
Okay.
acclaimed.
Okay. I'd go with like revered.
Okay.
And I think
single-
like
as
it
a
was
one-word answer.
nominated for things in like
Was it?
one award show. Yeah,
I-
the Independent Spirit
Yeah.
Award.
Ketzel, who's in this movie?
Jim.
Okay, so
Jim.
list of actors: my good sis Kiki, Do You Love Me? Rodriguez, Maya Taylor, Jim Ramcom, and Mickey O'Hagan.
Me.
Lim. For Jim.
Marshall.
I don't know the other guys,
So
but I can't wait
you
to...
know Jim.
Mickey O'Hagan.
You know Jim because you were forced to know Jim.
Yes, I went to the church of Ramcom, and then it was forced down my throat.
We're like Scientology. We're like the Scientologists of Jam Ramcom.
Have you heard the good word
We
of the
are.
jam?
Black bag you into a dark room, be like, watch all these movies.
Waterboard.
Ketzel.
What? Huh?
I don't know any of these people,
What?
I think.
Funny, can't spell waterboard, but knows how to do it.
Got him again.
Stop doing that, you guys.
Dahlia, what's your expectations?
I have high expectations because you guys are talking about this movie so good. Because you guys are like, it's a fantastic indie film. It was filmed on iPhones, so that already like says a lot of like, I don't know, a lot of force behind making the film a reality. I feel like I'm gonna like the story. I really want to know.
It's a story of life.
I really want to know. Jam.
It's just, I love a good slice of life movie.
I do too. And our boy James is in a lot of those.
Mm-hmm.
You eat it with a spoon. You're like
He do be doing them slice of life movies, but like the weird parts of life, just like bizarre, except for
Yeah.
Sinister. That's not part of life. That's not realistic at all.
What do you mean?
That's a slice of life film.
It was slice of life because he was a cop. He was like, I've never done this before.
That's not slice of life. That's not slice of life.
Y'all remember Family Blood?
That's slice of life.
That's a slice of life
That's
movie.
just another day in the life.
This holy Trintity is turning into a square.
He was a vampire.
We don't talk about that. Square.
Bro, this is a dodecahedron of fucking James Ramsey.
It's like
I
a
can't
right
even spell that,
triangle because
dude.
we completely cut out that square.
Whoa.
Remember Mr. Right? That was a great film.
I love that movie. That movie's so cute.
Is this
That's-
a
And he
Jam
was
Ramcom
hot gay. in that.
podcast?
Oh my! I forgot he was in that. I always be thinking about Sam Rockwell. I'm so sorry, Cham, but Sam Rockwell.
Samuel Rockwell.
When he's in something,
When he's in something, I forget all other men.
That, you know what? That's fair because I was charmed.
you were so charmed
Sam Rockwell charmed.
when we were watching it.
I was
watched
like-
it. You were just like,
I truly just.
I'm not an easily charmed human being, but when you're charming, you're charming.
Cha cha cha, charmin.
All right, that's my expectations.
No, I'm a Cottonelle. Your mama's a charming person, right?
My mom was a charmin champion. Yeah. She loves charmin. Fun fact to know about my mother.
Toilet paper brand?
Charmin, baby. I was born and raised a Charmin man.
that like
I was born and raised in the Charmin. You think you?
I was born and raised by the Charmin Bears.
the eco-friendly brand from Target, Everspring or something.
Everclear.
No.
Man, they make some garbage. Not fresheners. What the hell are they called? Diffusers. They're like the liquidless
they
diffusers.
suck. I'm gonna back you up on that.
Man,
they fucking
garbage.
suck.
Fucking
Drag
bosh. You
her.
open it up and there's all the scent. It just
Yeah,
I hate
literally.
it.
You're like,
I'm mad.
you're like, it smells good, and then that's it. You took away the
The one
scent
step.
by inhaling it.
Yo. Do not buy the liquidless diffusers from Everspring. So sorry.
Sorry, Everspring.
Is it even Everspring? Or is it Everwell? Am I dragging the wrong person?
You want me to check?
Please, I won't.
Hold up.
Please
I
check.
won't slander a person who don't deserve
Don't
it.
deserve it.
You do
An
slander
innocent
people that don't
bystander.
deserve it.
Who do I slander that doesn't deserve it?
Remember the ugly people at the concert?
They deserve it.
Antonio, what's your favorite toilet brand? I mean, toilet paper brand.
He been saying it. He's like Cottonelle.
Every
Cottonelle
night.
sponsor me.
Every night
Just
before he goes
me.
to bed. Cottonelle.
Cottonelli.
Cottonelli.
We've had 3 cold opens in this episode so far.
And you can sprinkle them in through the whole
Merry
episode.
Christmas. Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Holidays. Happy crisis.
Merry Christmas.
Quizmoy.
And
Quiz moist.
Is it Quizmois? Quizmois. Merry Quizmois.
Quiz moist.
We wish you a Merry Quizmois. We wish you a Merry Quizmois. We wish.
And a happy New Year.
New Year.
Honda days.
Toyotathon.
Nobody from Vegas. Nobody outside of Vegas is gonna get that.
No, they do. There is that stupid tweet.
It's like the Alexis event or whatever the fuck.
No, so someone had a tweet. Oh my god, I really hope one of you can find it. I thought one of you
Hey,
sent
hey
it to
guys,
me.
You
What's
have
your
2
Find it.
screens.
I was like, I
Google
do
it.
have 2 screens. I do have 2 screens.
Guys, what's your favorite car holiday?
You got me wheezing.
All right. We're done.
1 second. No, I gotta
Keep
find
going.
it. I gotta find it before we go.
Keep it rolling, fellas.
The tweet is, please don't tell me happy Honda days when you know my family celebrates Toyotathon.
Thank you. At Seth Pollock or at Seth MPK.
God, that's so funny.
I feel God in this Chili's tonight.
No separation between Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas. It's only Honda days or
Hold
Toyotathon.
up. It smells like a stinky fart or somebody boo-booed. We need to wrap this
Somebody
up.
what?
What now? Somebody what?
did what now?
Somebody tooted or
Somebody did
pooped.
Or,
Oh,
no,
what was the
no.
other thing you said? You said it.
I need to go.
Yeah,
fix
rewind.
Somebody boo booed. This is my slow mo
Someone
voice.
made a boo boo.
This episode is just gonna be a no movie, only jokes. Anyway, I gotta investigate this accent.
What is it, Lassie?
I have to go.
Is that a toot or a boo boo?
Did a boo-boo jet fall down a hole?
Someone boo boo down a hole?
Enough. Enough.
All right, we'll see you guys in a bit.
Crying.
Happy Toyota-thon.
Stop. We back.
All right.
All right.
The only way this movie could be better if Matthew McConaughey was in it.
Who would he have been?
No. Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke's cock.
Ethan Hawke was there.
Just there.
James Marsden doesn't go anywhere without his emotional support, Ethan Hawke.
That's tea.
I love that for him.
Dahlia, any immediate reactions?
A lot of cocks.
But not ones we wanted to see.
That's a lot of cocks. Happy
It
Cockathon.
sure was. It sure was.
I'm so dumb. It's Happy Cockmas.
Oh, how could we have missed that one?
How?
Post movie, that's how it feels. I mean, yeah, a lot of dung, a lot of eroticness.
How?
So erotic.
How many dongs
There
did
was-
you see?
Too minty.
How many?
The one.
Yeah, like there was one dong.
I was like,
It was just not dong we would have wanted to see, but it was just one dong.
Anyway.
it was just some poor sap.
Anyway, yeah, it was so chaotic. Sometimes I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, there's so much running around, and we're like feeling this, we're feeling that, and I'm just like, whoa. It was very high speed. Like if you were not paying attention, it would be really like hard, and I feel like I was lost sometimes. And then we got to donut time, and I was like, oh, what the fuck is happening here?
And all of a sudden, it all made sense.
Everything was just so like crazy chaotic. People crying, babies. Anyway, it was a lot, but I liked it.
It's more stressful than Die Hard. Am I wrong? Now you know.
Yes, now I know exactly what you were saying, because like I'm like, how could it have been more like? But like that was like me on the edge of my seat the whole time, and like push back into my seat. I'm like,
Can I before we jump into the summary? Yeah, this is produced by the Duplass Bros.
yeah, let's dissect that
You know what?
first.
Let's talk about that.
Let's dissect that first, because I looked up and I was like, because it was a cute little opening, and then I saw Duplass Brothers or something, Duplass Production. And I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, Mr. Duplass?
Yeah, I have
Oh.
a
Duplass
one of
Flame?
the little notes I wrote down from like one of the interviews I saw from Sean Baker. This is his fourth feature film. So using the iPhones, he was kind of second guessing it. And none other than Mark Duplass convinced him to do it, because he was
Came
like,
out of
fuck
the
it, dude,
sewers.
let's just do it. And they did it. So yeah, I thought that was funny. I was like, I kind of forgot that he was even involved in this movie.
Yeah, he's still
It's a
part of
very,
the four
very-
horsemen
yeah.
of the sit down loser apocalypse, but good.
We're grateful for fun. He funded it, right?
Him and his brother Jay were executive producers.
I have no idea what his brother looks like. Does it look like him?
Probably not.
I would think
A
so.
little bit.
He looks like a kind, warm. He gives me kind and warm. Mr. J. Duplass looks so kind and warm, and Mark terrifies me.
He haunts me in my dreams.
All right. I kind of want to know. 1 second.
It's like evil boy, and then okay, good boy.
Oh my god, he looks like he'd give me hot cocoa. That isn't spice.
What?
Mark Duplass seems like he would waterboard me in hot cocoa.
He's like, I'll give you hot cocoa, all right.
That's that kind of actually.
Not the way you want.
I want nothing from Mark Duplass.
You hear that, Mark?
What's funny?
Mark, don't listen to them.
What's
I love
funny
you.
is I don't know, but I feel like I've seen him.
He's been in
Jay Duplass.
He's been in a lot of movies as well, like as an actor too. All right, Ketzel, take us away into the summary.
So we have two good sisters Cinderella, which is great, and Alexandra, and they're both trans sex workers. And Cindy has just gotten out of jail after 28 days, and she meets Alexandra, her good sis, at donut time. And Alexandra accidentally tells Cindy that her man's and her pimp, Chester, who is the name on everyone's lips in this movie, has been cheating on her with a cis woman. And Cindy's like, oh, hell to the nah. With a cis woman? And on me? And this whole movie is basically her trying to go find this woman and confront Chesty about this whole shenanigans that he's been doing while she was doing her time.
And I just want to say, like, accidentally, quote unquote, not accidentally at all. It was very like, he's running around. And then she's like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh no, what did you just do? And then oh man, the way that Cindy storms off, like right at the beginning, that just like, that sets the pace for the whole fucking movie. That's why it was so overwhelming, because I was like, wait, what? Like, where are we going? And then I don't even know where we were going, but we were going somewhere, and we were following Cindy, and we were gonna find some answers. It don't matter who, what, where, when.
We were gonna find Chester.
Even when she was sitting down, I was still like, what's happening? It was like almost like Lynchian in the way that like they're the long payoff.
Can't go 5 seconds.
Is that what Lynchian means?
Bringing David Lynch into this fucking podcast.
I will never. Antonio, yes, because like it's like if you want to get to the point, you're never going to get to the point with David Lynch. And even when we were sitting down, though, the chaos, I think that was like the magic of whoever was directing this. That was pretty cool. Anyway, Cindy done set the pace for the movie.
Yeah, she is her tenacity, her determination to find this woman on no information, and to basically scout all of that LA area. Truly, she is Nancy Drew of her time.
The Nancy Drew of the 2000s.
Surely, the modern Nancy Drew, Cinderella.
That's a book waiting to happen. So what happens next is Alexandra, at the same time all this chaos is happening, she's handing out flyers for her musical performance. So cute. She's telling everybody, anybody and everybody. And then she comes across a client that refuses to pay, and then they get thrust upon in front of some cops because they're fighting in the streets. That whole scene was very like cringe, like just touch my balls, and I'm just like, whoa. And the audacity of men, I think, is what Sky said at this point.
With
because
hairlines like that.
They were in the car.
The audacity of men that have hairlines like that.
Like, your hairline doesn't even want to be around you. Like,
dude,
no.
It was just too much. Like, there was a business transaction happening, and that's why they were fighting in the street. Because, like, he's like, you didn't even make me. And then she's like, who cares? You made me come in here. And I'm glad that she didn't get put in jail. But, yeah, that whole audacity moment is just too much. The popo's just like, all right, it's fucking Christmas Eve. Like, chill out, sluts. And then that was that.
Oh, hi. Hi, episode title. Hello.
Sluts.
I want that on a card. It's Christmas. Chill out, sluts.
I'm gonna get into graphic design and make t-shirts. That's merch right there. Merch.
We've got a graphic design person right there. Graphic design is her passion.
I love graphic design.
All right, Sky, take it away.
I was gonna say, this is a Christmas movie, right, Dahlia?
Oh, it surely is. We
Thank
never stop saying it's Christmas Eve. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. There's decorations. There's a fucking Christmas tree. We're having Christmas dinner. There's presents. It's a Christmas movie.
There's Christmas donuts.
I'm watching
Christmas
this
donuts.
movie on Christmas Eve.
Yes. I'll watch it again. With donuts.
Oh my god, donuts sound so good right now.
Motherfucking donut time. Okay, so at the same time we have like this there's like a side plot with Razmik, who is the cab driver. He's Armenian cab driver who is very into the dolls, the T-girls. And so you get to see sort of him picking up all these LA characters, which like that montage made me really think, wow, fucking LA, man.
I hate LA.
Who was your favorite of the little montages of LA characters?
I want to know everybody
The
else's
girl
first.
with the present.
Oh, that you're the girl with the prison. Dude, your cab reeks.
Also, Rip Alfie.
I
Dude,
don't wanna
that
talk
fucking
about that.
sucked. I don't like that. I was like, oh, this is sad. And I was like, oh, this is sad. And
This movie has a lot of like sad beats, and it's also a very funny movie. Like,
It's
got
erratic as
it's got a
hell.
little bit of everything in it.
truly.
It's like touching,
It's a roller coaster.
but also wild.
Oh, it's so wild.
And it's funny.
And it's
dark and it's
And
gritty.
funny. And
and
funny.
it's funny.
Hey, guys, and you know what else? It's also funny.
Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot
No,
that.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it
you
was
guys forgot
funny.
about that point.
It was so
'Cause
funny.
It was funny. It was very funny.
Did you say what was your favorite LA character, Dahlia?
Nar.
Who's yours?
The barfing guy, because I totally in our chat I was totally fucking joking when I said, oh, fun fact, guys, because there was this guy who, like, him and his friend were in the back of the cab, and he was like super duper drunk, and he's like, drive us to Olympic. And so like they're on the way, and he's like talking and shit, and then suddenly he vomits, and I was just like, oh no. And then he kept vomiting, and I was like, that looks so realistic. Then I said, impeccable acting. And then later I said, fun fact, that was real barf, but I was joking. And then Ketzel comes in later and was like, yo, that was real barf. And I was like, like, so that was my favorite, because it turned out that my fake funny was actually a true funny.
I was on the IMDb trivia, and it did say that that guy chugged a shit ton of vodka or something, just for the bit, and it almost made the director vomit as well.
Sean Baker is one
God,
of us.
give that guy the Oscar.
So he's like really, really drunk there.
Yeah,
Wow.
I love that being pulled out. He's like, "Please, it's Christmas," as he's being pulled out, barf, covered in barf.
Oh my god, and then he threw up again on the ground outside. Impeccable acting.
Sir, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Who is this man's name?
An angel.
I've seen him
A
before on
Christmas
other
angel.
shows. Incredible. Yeah, that was my favorite. Just I just think it's so funny that he committed to the bit. On Christian
really did.
Bale standards, Matthew McConaughey standards. Wow, good for
On
you,
Daniel
sir.
Day-Lewis.
Mr. Daniel
standards.
Day-Lewis standards.
Lewis.
I'm not going to participate.
So Razmik is a cab driver, is picking up all these characters, but he also picks up sex workers. And we realize that, well, he knows all their names. Very respectful man. He's like, hey, how are you doing? He's like a regular of Alexandra's, and so they meet up, have a very erotic car wash scene. Very artistic. This movie's also, not only is it funny, it's artistic.
And the metaphor during the blowjob was just like, oh,
What do you mean
Yeah.
metaphor?
it's erotic. Between the blowing and then the climax at the end. Blah, blah, blah,
You
blah,
know,
blah.
you know how the car wash is just busted with liquid and stuff?
Yeah.
That
Oh,
part.
that.
Completion.
She's like, yeah.
Yeah.
All I knew is that it made me horny, so I was like, oh, that's nice.
Sometimes a cab driver giving a sex worker a blowjob is something that could be so personal.
Truly. I was
It
like,
hot.
could
It was a hot
they
scene.
could they finish in time? Is all I was
The
thinking
answer
about.
is yes.
Oh, questions that
Yeah.
I want answered. Where did his stuff go?
What do you mean?
Because he was also going pa 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 pa.
Oh yeah, he was. Oh, where did the juice go?
Yeah, where'd it go?
It didn't show. And you know what? It was a missed opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
This is why my family listens to one episode of the podcast and then they go, absolutely not.
The last time I saw a cum shot
Green
in
Knight.
a movie was The Green Knight.
You're
It
like
sure
best
was.
cum shot of the
Wait,
century.
wait. I haven't seen that and I've been wanting to. I gotta watch it now.
Whoa,
No. I think I
You
knew
didn't know
that
about
was.
that,
I
Alright.
think I knew that was there, and that was only reason. Besides that, I heard it was also very good in other parts. But that I want to know about.
I need to rewatch
I haven't
it.
seen it ever, so I'm going to watch it.
It was definitely an A24 movie.
It was definitely a movie that felt like a movie.
It was a movie that felt like a movie.
Incredible.
Incredible. So, Alexandra invites him to the show she's doing later at a bar. She's inviting everyone she sees. And while this is happening, Cindy, through trial and error and various travelings and interrogations of people in the LA streets, finds the woman that she is looking for. Her name is Dinah.
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 That's
That's her.
You know, and
Cindy, is this your man? Cindy,
Every
is this your
single-
man?
every single D name under the sun was said except for mine.
Were you the one who was fucking Chester?
No comment. Cannot confirm.
Cannot deny. But Dinah is at a motel brothel, and that is where Cindy finds her, which that's where we see the dong.
That
And
was icky.
yeah.
That whole setup. I mean, good for them. That was perfect set location. We'll talk about that later, but wow. Grimy.
Yeah, very grimy. Yeah, apparently I was reading that the actresses really just wanted to make this as realistic as possible, like to like sex work. That because they, I believe, or at least Maya was a sex worker in LA, so it's like this is all from like very lived experiences, and was wild. Especially that motel setup particularly, I was like, damn.
Was that simulated sex?
I don't know about that.
You're like, because I was curious. I'm like, that looked a little too real. I'm like, the guys on the bed.
Sky, in your research, have you discovered if it was simulated sex?
I know. The only thing because you brought it up, when Sean Baker he wanted to make this movie about like this specific part of LA and like this culture. But he didn't want to come in and just direct a movie about it. He really wanted to come in and like collaborate with people on it that actually like lived in this and stuff. And that's how he met Maya Taylor and what's
Kiki.
Kiki. And they all collaborated. Kiki's actually the one that came up with the woman scorned storyline for the movie. So
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
super
really
cool. And they also hadn't like really acted before this, right?
mm-mm.
They were great.
So yeah, they were amazing.
They were all great. Is it everyone, including Ramzik, or
I don't know. I think Ramzik had acted before, but Maya and Kiki didn't.
because I was like, they all be like, it all seemed way too realistic.
It was
This is
so
like
good.
truly, it felt like a slice of life.
Yeah.
And it was such a slice of life, not only of these characters, but you get a slice of life of like random side characters all the time, which I think is really cool. But so she finds Dinah, and Cindy drags her ass up and down the street like she was an old rag.
One shoe.
That line. She's only got one shoe.
I'm like, oh goodness gracious! It didn't seem like they were like
Beats her
fighting.
ass.
It didn't. I don't know. To me, it didn't seem like they were fighting, but she was like yanking her. Like her arm was like pink. Like later when they're on the bus, I was like, that's a pink arm. Like holding her, gripping her. Like you ain't leaving. Mm-mm. Not gonna lie, Dinah looked like a mess, but that was perfect. Perfect costuming.
Dinah. was a mess.
You look dusty.
She looked dusty.
she do be looking dusty.
She looked real dusty. A lot of these characters look real dusty. Speaking, we'll get to the dustiest character of all later.
That's what made them real. So, like, yeah, Cindy is fucking yanking her all around town, and they're on the bus with a pink arm. They're on the bus with the pink arm. They pass by Donut Time because they were about to confront Chesty, my bestie. And then, of being a true sis, Cindy's just like, what time is it? And then we again see on the bus, it is fucking New Year's Eve. So, sorry, Christmas Eve. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve. It's fucking Christmas
Eve.
Christmas Eve. It's too much. And then Cindy, being a good sis, is like, yo, I really got to go to this show. So she yanks fucking Dinah all the way to the performance place, Alexandra's. And again, she was passing out these little cards, like, come to my performance. Like, I love that she was self-promoting so hard. Like, you know, that's like true entrepreneurship, true
grinding.
Yeah, true grinding. And I thought that was amazing. And Cindy shows up with Dinah in tow, and they watch the performance. And before that, they get ready in the bathroom. And that was interesting.
It was very intimate and cozy.
Lots of meth.
Lots of meth.
Yeah.
So intimate and cozy. Lots of meth, though.
Lots of meth, though.
And then I learned about drugs.
Yeah, you did.
You can smoke it.
Me and
you can
Antonio were
snort
like,
it.
say no more.
You guys both were like, crack.
Is that cocaine?
Like, no.
No.
Is that crack? Is that meth? So you can't read, but you know that.
Maybe there's a correlation. Anyone listening, I have that's D, I won't do drugs.
A, I will have attitude.
R, I will respect myself.
E,
I will educate me now.
Now.
I wasn't there for the last time you sang it, but the moment you said it, my sleeper agent code was activated.
Until you were like,
We're date agents, guys. Don't do drugs.
Wink. You know, I won the DARE essay. Like, there was an essay, and me and all my siblings before, like, my sister wanted to, and my brother, and our respective, when we respectively got to that year, we won the DARE essay where we had to talk about how drugs were bad, and I got a little certificate. And look at me now.
Look at you now.
So,
anyway.
so DARE didn't work, guys, is what I'm getting at. Also, I was going to say, I was listening to a podcast, and did you know that, like, if they really wanted to, a court could use audio recordings of the podcast to, like, get you busted for drugs?
Good thing none of us have ever done drugs.
Right? Or if we did, they were only alleged. It was allegedly weed was had.
Wink.
Allegedly. So, in the bathroom of this bar, this whole time Cindy and Dinah have been obviously very, Cindy has been very aggressive towards Dinah, and the moment the crystal meth comes out, she's like, no, wait a goddamn second, sis.
Now hold up, wait
Let
a
me get in on
minute.
that.
It's
And so
my
they're
pipe.
smoking together. Yeah, so they smoke together while Alexandra's getting ready. And then Alexandra delivers a very touching performance of a holiday song.
Of which she paid to sing that song. They did not invite her. She paid.
And they should have. She had a lovely voice.
It was very sweet.
Really jazz the place up.
Mm-hmm.
Cindy's
like-
such a fucking ride or die. She's like, everybody clap!
The way that Cindy was fucking looking at Alexandra was just like, dude, that's your best friend. Like, you're amazing. It was gorgeous. It was fantastic. But she still knew how to slap a hoe down because she was like, she's getting the water. She don't got money. And I thought that was fantastic. She's like ride or die, but also like, I'm the HBIC here.
The bottom bitch.
The bottom bitch. You also discovered. You learned so much, Dahlia.
I learned what a bottom bitch is.
This is an
What's a
educational
bottom
one for you.
bitch?
Yeah, that's what I started laughing when that came up in the chat. What's a bottom bitch?
I thought you wanted to be a top bitch, but
That is a top bitch. The bottom bitch is the top bitch.
Bottom bitch is the top bitch.
You know?
I learned something.
You know what I mean? There's a huge reveal of Razmik going to his entire ass family. Which the first time I saw it, I was like, "Fucking wig, bro! You're out here doing this shit."
And you got a family?
You got a wife. We got
A
in-laws.
family?
You got a family in this phone.
If you
You
can
a cop?
believe,
Y'all have families?
if you can believe, I did that to some guy at work the other day. He was like showing me pictures. He's like, "Oh, you know I'm a photographer, right?" So he showed me some of his pictures. He's like, "Those are my nephews," and I was like, "Oh, I learned so much about you today. Like that you have a family." And he's like, were you really out here thinking I didn't have a family?" And I'm like, "No, dude, I'm just fucking shitting with you."
I'm just fucking shitting.
That poor guy. Anyway, Razmik has a whole ass fucking family, dude.
Whole ass family. And he was also invited to Alexandra's performance, and he's like, "It is Christmas Eve, and I do really like Alexandra, so I am gonna go ahead and leave my family real quick and go see her performance."
He likes Cindy. He has a crush on Cindy. He likes Cindy more.
But
Like
he
elves.
supports Alexandra because like they're buds.
Really? I thought he was using the performance as like,
Oh yeah, probably.
bait. He was using the performance
see
to find
Cindy?
out where Cindy is.
Yeah.
Because he is really, really, really into Cindy. Because, like, when Alexandra tells him that Cindy's back on the streets, he gets all excited and he starts looking everywhere for her. And he's, like, paying bitches cheeseburger money.
Bro, you're making me sad because I think you're right. I didn't realize that.
He really likes Cindy.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, I did see
Cindy's
that.
the whole reason he out
Yeah,
here.
but he don't used Alexandra, dude. Alexandra's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's like it's one of those things where it's like, oh, you have a party. Who's going? Oh, they're gonna be there. Okay, you know.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll come.
Okay, I'll come, I guess. So he goes to see Alexandra. Alexandra's been gone. And now because Alexandra, Cindy, and Dinah have all returned to Ye Olde Donut Time, where we finally get to meet the famous Chester.
And there he is. You could see him in the window wearing a blue hoodie. I'm just like, oh, no. Not the blue hoodie.
But the way we see him for the first time is so I don't want to say jarring, but it's the lead up, as Ketzel says, is just so good. And the first time me, Antonio, and Ketzel watched this, we were stunned and then cackled so much.
It was so.
It was so joyful.
It's like alt climactic. I don't want to say it's like anticlimactic, but it's not the actual climax. It's just like somewhere right next to it. It's so
That's
bizarre.
Hims?
Yep.
This whole time?
That's your man.
That's fine.
Yeah. That's fun.
It's like not only had we put on this movie specifically because we were horny for James Branson and we wanted to see him, and we didn't think he was gonna look like that or sound like that.
Yeah, we didn't know what he looked like
We
prior.
had no idea. And
Wow, he's like
not
the king of doing that. He do be loving those, don't he?
range. So not only were we shocked by that, but secondly, you constantly, I mean, even you in the chat, you're like, where is Chester? Because Cindy's like, where's Chester? Tell me where Chester is. So it's like all this bit of like, where's Chester? Where's Chester? Where's Chester? And you finally meet Chester. And
And you're like, this is it?
And the way we scream cackled, the three of us, they were just like stunned pause, and then we scream cackled.
And that happened again with at least me and Antonio.
I screamed. I was tempted to FaceTime you guys because I was screaming.
Hims?
And you know what?
Oh,
This guy?
James.
I would still fuck him in this getup, and that is a goddamn shame of me.
Dahlia, what were your thoughts on seeing him?
I was like, him? She's like, Chester, and he's like, what's up? And I'm like, oh my god! And the hat and the hoodie, the fucking chest tattoo that said "no dice." I'm like, what does that even mean? I'm like,
Oh, that. So that's James Ranson's actual tattoo.
Sorry, Jim. You're dusty.
We broke Dahlia.
He broke Dahlia.
Good job, James.
His tattoo and his other tattoo with the teardrop.
The teardrop isn't James Ranson's tattoo. No dices.
And then his saggy ass pants and his shoes that matched his sweater.
I didn't even notice that.
I always look at the shoes, baby.
I didn't look at it.
I always look
No,
at the
we're talking Drip King.
Wow.
Also-
Just go on.
You have tears in your eyes.
Oh.
Also, we can cut this out, but we did
I think we should fucking post it somewhere.
what was it? The summer of 2020? Was that 2020? And we were doing like themed dinners and dressing up and shit because we were bored out of our minds. One day, I don't want to say, maybe it was a night, we did dress up as James Ranson characters.
Oh my god, I remember
And Ketzel did
Chester.
Chester.
Let me send you a picture. I'm looking for it.
Yeah, like I remember those. That's kind of how the podcast got kickstarted too. That was a you guys thing, and then I eventually joined in because you're like, you haven't seen The Lost Boys? We're having Vampire Weekend.
I know, it makes me sad because that would have been such a good
Indie Darling
episode.
Yeah. Oh my god, I remember that. I feel like I have like that ingrained into my brain now. As Ketzel's bringing that picture up and showing it to us. But yeah, that was my impression of Chester. Diminutive, small man, but do he have an attitude? He sure be doing. I can't even talk anymore. He sure do have an attitude. You be trippin'.
You be
trippin'.
You be trippin'.
Also, Dahlia, to complete the trifecta, it's pimp.
Yeah,
it was
Oh,
cop, cowboy, pimp.
the end.
The end. I sent you the pictures. Please enjoy. I'm happy to post this on Instagram, the one of me as Chester.
It's gotta be. But
I think I would also like to say Antonio and I's costumes are very good as well.
My phone's over there. I don't know what it looks like anymore.
I sent it.
Antonio was vampire James Ranson, and I was Sinister 2 James Ranson.
And they were very good. Our really we have 5 minutes to get this shit together costumes are always very good.
They're always very good.
I love that. Next time, if there's another Jam Ramcom moment, I'm gonna go as Cocaine Ranson from the Black Phone.
Jeez.
Amazing.
That's really
incredible.
good. You would really work the 70s getup.
I sure
And
would.
the mustache.
I love a mustache.
That's the square. That makes the square. It's cocaine. Cocaine conspiracist.
Love it.
Anyway, so Chester's a fucking character. Everything that he says, I was laughing. I don't know how much of it was improv, but I was fucking just. He's so fucking stupid.
What?
And
You
everything
think
he
it
says,
was,
even just the
maybe?
little thing when he was saying like, "Shut your stupid ass up," I was like,
Shut your dumb ass up.
"Shut your damn ass up," and I'm like,
He's like, oh dang, the cab guy left. Dang, that's sad for you.
"You're shit out of luck, then."
It was great.
So Cindy confronts Chester, and Chester's like, I have never once seen this woman in my life, but he then obviously admits that yes, they have fucked. Dinah's simply just one of his hoes. He's like, baby, 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 baby. Whose name do I have tattooed right here? This heart beats for you. He literally says like, this heart beats for you, or whatever, some shit like that. He's
And
like,
Mama
I'm
San's
your
like,
fiance. Mama San, who is apparently the costume designer of this movie.
Oh, that's
She was just
amazing.
like,
Oh,
yeah, she was like, "Oh, do
Amazing.
you want to
Oh
be
my
an
God.
and be the actor here at the manager?" And she's like, "Okay," but she's a costume designer.
also,
She has the best costume of them all. It's just so realistic.
they also kept that donut shop open. So like during some of those scenes with the people in the background, those are real customers. Which is
Incredible.
crazy
I
to
love
think.
that fun fact.
I have to walk in on that.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, what the fuck is going on here? I just came to get some donuts.
I just came to motherfucking donut time.
Do you guys want to go to Donut Time as like a pilgrimage?
We should. It's been renamed apparently, but we can go to the artist formerly known as Donut Time.
Love it.
Absolutely.
It's called Trejo's Donuts now. I fully was like looking at background. Trejo's Donuts, Los Angeles.
I mean, anytime we find ourselves in LA, which is probably not going to be soon because LA sucks. Sorry, LA,
I'm
but
literally
also
gonna be
not
there.
sorry.
I'm literally gonna be there this month. Oh, there it is, and it's Danny Trejo took it over,
Dude,
Oh
not
my
Danny
God,
Trejo.
that's
We have
so
to
cool.
go.
and so now it's pink and cute, and the logo is his face. You guys gotta look it up. It's so cute.
I think I know that.
I think I do too. Oh
I do-
man,
I
that
know
was that was
the same
Donut
place.
Time.
That's
The same
amazing.
place. That's amazing.
We gotta go.
Okay, then we have to go. Okay,
We gotta go.
Mama.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Oh, we gotta go.
So at Ye Olde Donut Time, everything comes together. There are a lot of yelling. Cindy's yelling at Chester. Chester's yelling at everyone. Dinah's yelling in the back. Alexandra's just watching.
Dude, this
Mama San's yelling at them to shut the fuck up.
is going on for so
Or I'ma
long,
call cop.
so much.
I'm gonna call a cop.
And eventually, Razmik shows up, and his mother-in-law had been following him because she thinks that he's real sus. And at first he thinks that he's just like smoking weed or something. But then she goes in after him, and of course that whole fucking ragtag bunch of misfits, fucking Chester specifically, was like, "Oh no, he's fucking my hose. That's why he's here."
It's like, what are you doing? And then
Prostituki.
and then they're like,
Prostitute.
me. He's doing me, and I'm just like, whoa. And then the mom is like, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Oh my god.
Prostituki.
Prostituki.
Stupid ass.
I like how it was like
Stupid ass.
prostitution, and I'm like, okay.
James Ranson.
But
God
she
bless
got
you.
the point.
She got the point. So it just escalates and escalates and escalates, and eventually it ends with Mama San finally kicking them out of Donut Time.
Get out.
Ramzik's wife comes by and confronts
Oh yeah, I
him.
forgot.
Razmik.
With the baby.
And-
The baby's there too.
With the baby. Well, I mean, I wouldn't leave the child at home alone as well. But
No.
like,
Yeah, was the dog gonna babysit the kid?
So
Yes.
she comes by and she's like, "You even know their names?" Which just goes like to show, I don't know how much she probably realizes, or how she kind of already probably knew of some sort. I think because she just didn't know how deep it was.
She's like, I turn a blind eye because he supports this family. And mom's like, you don't got to take that shit. And, you know, she's right. But, like, I don't know. It's all messy. It's all on every single side of this. Messy. But, I mean,
This is a movie of messes.
Razmik, like, finally gets it to fucking together. And he's like, we're leaving. And then they all leave. So the whole Razmik family leaves. And then we're left outside of the donut shop. So, because Mama San kicked him out. Chester tells...
Donut Time.
Donut Time. Ye Olde Donut Time. Chester tells Cindy that he also slept with Alexandra. He's like, oh, you think that you know stuff? what else did she tell you? Because she didn't tell you this. And then we're like, well, at least I was, because I'd never seen it before. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, that's not right, Alexandra. That's not cool. That's not cool, my dude. So Cindy, like, obviously we've been with Cindy through the whole fucking film, chasing around town for Dinah, finally finding Chester. And, like, you know that she, you know, kind of wears her heart on her sleeve. Like, she shows her emotions. And, like, she's so hurt. She's like, okay, you guys deserve each other, and walks away, like, storms off. And it was, like, really, at least for me, I was like, this is upsetting. I'm like, are they not going to be friends anymore? I'm like, the sisterhood. All day we've been, like, walking around with the sisterhood, and this happens. I got sad.
This, I feel like I've heard people say this kind of just, like, quantifies or qualifies my idea of what, like, LA friendships are like. They're so vapid and just, like, tenuous. You hear people talk about, like, oh, in LA you can make, like, 50 friends for 5 minutes. As opposed to, like, 5 friends for 50 years.
Yeah.
In Vegas, you make 5 friends for 50 years.
5 friends. I was like,
I was gonna
5
say,
friends.
Yeah, 5 friends.
We also make those, like, 5 friends for 50 minutes sort of situations, too. Like, in bars or clubs.
Sometimes
like,
you make 5 friends for 5
oh my God,
minutes.
so much fun. Exactly. We have 5 friends for 5 minutes, and then 5 friends for 50 years.
Oh yeah, so they're fighting. These friends, these good sisters, are fighting. Of course. And so
The dolls are fighting.
The dolls are fighting. So
That was good.
thank you.
That was actually really good.
Thanks. So Cindy's like, "What? Get the fuck out, whatever." And Alexandra walks away, and while Alexandra is leaving, Cindy tries to pick up some clients, and she gets hate crimed for a hot second. They throw urine at her face, and they drive away shouting a bunch of slurs at her. And Alexandra hears this, and she runs after her, and like the good sis she is, takes her into the laundromat to clean her up, clean her clothes, gets her wig off, gives her her own wig, and you see, like, just the slowly them, like, Cindy starting to smile back at her and them joking about the wig. So even though this fucking crazy ass day has happened, you know, they're sisters at the end. So, and it literally just ends with them just smiling at each other at the laundromat.
Which is also the same laundromat that we started the film in. Like, we never really leave the same, like, block, besides, you know, going to the venue, going to
But damn, I feel like no,
Razzak's house.
we have to have left the same block because
Well,
of
yeah.
the bus.
But, like,
Yeah.
we're always, like, that corner was very pivotal to them. I think that's where they're the strip where they work, right? So that was very interesting. I liked it. I liked that ending. There didn't need to be any more. And you know what was funny is, like, I felt throughout the movie, because when Alexandra was handing out her little leaflets to come see my show, they passed by a lot of, like, sex workers and also trans people, and, like, I feel like they were, like, some of them were talking shit, which was, like, fine, because it felt at the same time they were, like, at the end of the day, you know, they'd probably, like, you know, throw hands for Alexandra. They just like to spin that juicy goss. They live for the drama ma.
Drama mama.
They live on drama.
And with that, what did you think, Dahlia? Was this worth a watch?
Here's where maybe I'm gonna be unfriended. I'm glad I watched it. I don't know if it was worth the watch, though. Like, I like the story, and I like how different it was, but I don't know, like, I can't even be, like, in terms of rewatchability, if I was gonna watch it again, I want to see everything else on the outsides, because, like, the people around, like, them filming this in, like, broad daylight on an iPhone is so interesting to me. Like, there's just so many interesting facets about the movie making. Worth the hype? I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't think so, but I am glad I watched it.
Well, that's a fun opinion.
That's cute.
Even if it's wrong,
Even though it's so wrong, this shit was funny. This is a good Christmas movie.
I think it's fucking
Such a
funny.
funny
I think it's a
movie.
great Christmas movie.
It's such a funny movie. But is it funny?
Oh, she was funny.
Oh yeah, it's also funny.
But she's not rewatchable.
I would watch it again. Not excitingly.
I had a fun time rewatching it. I still screamed.
I did too.
It was so fun to rewatch it.
Rewatching it really solidified the fact that it's a Christmas movie because they bring up Christmas so much. It is definitely a Christmas movie. I will be adding this to my repertoire.
I'm so glad to have watched it.
I think maybe like because it was like so different in the way that I don't watch a lot of anti-hero movies, or at least I don't feel like I do. As of late, I feel like I have. Like that Christmas thingy I was recommending for Antonio, there was an anti-heroine. So I was like, this is weird. I'm like, why is she fighting back so much? But like, Cindy, you love her. And like that same thing with that Christmas thing, like that Christmas series. Like, she's not perfect, but we love her anyway. And like, I don't know if I'm like used to that like in films, because you know I watch a lot of rom-coms and whatever for Christmas time. So I'm not saying that it was a bad thing or anything. It was just different for me. But I liked it. I like that Cindy's so out to get what she wants. I think I liked her personality a lot more character-wise, because I'm new to the anti-hero fandom.
Cute.
Hot cast, solid cast?
Solid cast.
Solid cast.
Solid
ass
cast.
Solid cast.
Very solid cast.
Solid
Where do they-
cast.
Dude, the whole thing just feels so realistic. Just like
Because they
watching people's... It's like found footage, but not quite found footage.
they
It felt
found
like
these people, right?
Very
Like
real.
that's what you said. Like they
Yeah.
sourced these people,
Yeah.
like living in LA, like type of stuff, like having done sex work. Like that's impeccable. Like I love that. It was really real. When you said slice of life, I'm like, is it gonna be one of those like after school special thingies? Like no, it was just like seriously, this is somebody's Instagram story.
It's like
This
it felt
is.
like almost like a vlog because of
Yes.
the use of iPhones. I think gave it that like realistic
Yeah,
touch.
that's what it is. The vlogging... the vlog feel is like... It's not found footage.
It's
But
like raw, you know,
yeah.
but not like found footage raw. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
But I would say vlog almost.
But like very artistically done. Like there's still a lot
Yeah.
of good cinnamon toast crunch.
I'm just impressed.
I mean, they figured it out because, like I said before,
this was
like,
the
he was
fourth one, right?
guessing it.
the fourth time, like
His fourth. Yeah, so he had been using like, you know, like the professional cameras and all. So like going to iPhone, he was kind of like, I don't know. And then our good
Mark
sis Mark was like,
Duplass.
fucking do that shit. And it came out
Do it, do it, do
great.
it. Dahlia's Mark Duplass. I've never seen them in the same room.
Dahlia.
Okay, so Ketzel's Michael Cera, and I'm Mark Duplass. Oh, you missed that.
Oh yeah, you weren't there when we were talking about that.
Hmm?
That was at brunch for our birthday.
You guys have determined that I am like.
We've never seen you two in the same room.
Because you never will.
'Cause you're him!
Soundtrack?
Slapped.
Good
Soundtrack.
sounds, good songs. Like it was.
Oh my god.
It was so perfectly like fitting to this movie.
chaotic.
It was so perfectly fitting, like every song. And sometimes I feel like it was so like offbeat. Like, why did this start just now? But then it felt right in the moment. I'm like, it was. I would call this movie like very quirky too, in the way that like sounds and songs. Like, some of it felt like very late 2000s, and I enjoyed that. And then the dramatic violins, like we went a little classical. I was like, wow, they're really painting a whole, like a very broad, beautiful panoramic picture. That's the sense that I got from the sounds and the songs.
Yeah, they really set the pace for each scene, for sure.
There's a certain BPM attached to any time Cindy is walking.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's like the type of person I want to be. I want there to just be like, you know, I want you to see me and be like, this is a song. There's a song playing.
Your walking music.
Costume. Now, let's get to costume design and set design. I feel like this movie, out of every movie we've seen, to me, the set is so important because it just feels LA. This is LA, baby. Everything is so LA, and that is so important to the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's like a little slice of life, not of any particular character. It's an LA slice of life.
Yeah, I agree.
Completely.
It felt so like when she's walking down
It is Santa Monica Boulevard, I think.
but like I've walked down there before and it's just the crowdedness and the just gross feeling. I'm like, it just captured LA so perfectly because LA sucks and I hate it.
It was perfect. Grimy, gritty. If you're like, where is this movie shot at? And you're just looking at it, no sounds, no context, you're like, that's fucking LA.
And you're dying in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Now, favorite quotes. I'm so glad I asked.
Let me tell you all of mine.
The big one is,
You
you
be
be trippin'.
trippin'. That's
There
my
we
favorite
go.
quote. Another one I wrote down that really made me laugh the second time watching this movie was when she's trying to figure out where Chester is in the beginning, and she goes to that guy in the taco shop. He goes, first off, get some Tic Tacs. And that killed me. It's so funny.
You can't say that.
You can, and he did.
And he did.
I wrote that Tic Tac one. Of course, You Be Trippin' is legendary. And the other one is from Chester. And it's, you got me kicked out of motherfucking Donut Time where I conduct my day-to-day shit.
That is good.
Not my business.
Stupid. It's so stupid. You guys?
You be tripping this for me.
You be tripping, and the Tic Tac ones really got me this time around too. Man, I was laughing so much at the beginning of this, but I really have latched onto Prostituki this time around.
That was pretty good.
So, we already know this was not worth the hype. Do you believe like you've missed something having not watched this, though?
I don't think
No.
so.
That was so weird. I like heard it all the way upstairs before I heard it on the TV.
No!
I don't think I missed out on
I
anything.
know that's what's in your head.
But I'm glad that I watched it again. Maybe it's because it was, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when we hype up movies, it can go either which way. And I don't want to feel like, I don't want you guys to like me less just because I didn't think it was worth the hype.
Well, I do, so.
Spoiler alert, we do.
I was like, you think we like you less because of this?
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
Absolutely.
Yes, we do.
They just said it right now.
Yes, and?
Okay, improv.
I hope you guys don't like me less. We do.
We absolutely do.
Oh, that's,
Spoiler alert, we do.
that's great. I'm gonna
You
take
know
a
the
long
circle?
hiatus.
You know how they like vote
Stop,
people off
Talia.
on the circle? This is when you turn around and you're like, I think I messed up. I played the game too much.
Hey, this is a podcast of honesty.
Honesty.
Not truths. Just
Not
honest
truths.
truths.
No, we have
That's
been
not
very
true.
honest
I
this year.
I might not be right, but I'm honest.
Also, I was looking into this too. Since it is the season of giving and it's the holiday season and stuff, I figured I'd look at some like trans fundraising,
Awesome.
you know, places you can donate to. I found the Gender Justice Fund, which is based out in Philly, Gender Justice in Nevada, and then the Center, which is an LGBTQ community center of Southern Nevada. So,
'Tis the
if
season.
anybody wants
Tis
to
the
donate,
season.
tis
Please
the
do.
season of giving. So those are just some fun places I found.
Thank you, Sky.
Yay.
I love it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Drive.
Hey, listeners. Go to the show notes. You'll find them there. We already did the work for you. That concludes this episode of Sit Down Loser. We're watching a movie. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Happy holidays, losers.
Merry Crimson.
Happy Toyota-thon.
Happy Teo.
Why would
Happy
you say
Honda
that?
Days. It's Happy Honda Days.
Oh, excuse.
Or if you celebrate Toyotathon. It's whatever one you celebrate.
Yeah. We're all inclusive. Coexist.
Coexist.
Bumper sticker.
Is this the last episode of the year?
Yes, it is.
Oh well.
And a happy new car.
To the sisterhood. Amen.